Welcome to Unhinged Magi.
We are back. Oh my goodness.
We have an electric video for you guys today.
We do. You could say there's a lot of lightning in the sky.
There is a lot of lightning in the sky, and I'm feeling very energized about this topic because Dan and I disagree a little bit about this topic. So
we do indeed, sir, because I'm right.
Okay, so what we're talking about today, drum roll, what am I talking about? Everybody saw it in the title. We're talking about Lightning Bolt, and we're talking about it in a specific edition, Collector's Edition, and International Collector's Edition, because my position is I think that they're undervalued and they're probably going to go up.
Okay, I think they're going to go up, but very slowly over time. I'm not thinking they're going to go through the roof like gangbusters. They're valued at their value, and that's pretty much it.
No, I think we're about to see like a little bit of a spike, and I've got a lot of reasons for it. I'm always full of reasons. I might be wrong, but at least I'm coming into this with data, right?
And I'm pulling everything out of my magic bunny hat.
The magic butt. Okay. So here's one of those first reasons. Now, these are not the collector's edition bolts. Now, I actually just did buy some collector's edition bolts. I bought 4 of them on eBay last night. And the reason why I had what?
Reserveless buyout noms.
Yeah. But 4. Ooh. The reason why I had to buy them on eBay is because I went to every single online store that I have bookmarked that actually sells magic cards, and none of those stores actually had more than like one bolt, or they didn't have any bolts like at all. It was a bad situation.
Let me say that.
What's that?
Bub Collector's Edition, because there's bolts at every set pretty much.
Yeah, of Collector's Edition. I'm specifically talking about International and Collector's Edition, those 2 sets. So, like, they're already, like, at this very second, go ahead and check me as I'm talking right now. Open up another browser and look, and you'll see for yourself. They are crazy sold out everywhere. And the thing is that people actually want play sets of Lightning Bolt. They don't want just one. And so already being, like, nearly sold out, but people not really, like, talking about it very much, that's already, like, 1 point. So I have a few points in my bag, but I'll throw that one out first, and what do you think, Dan?
Okay. So there isn't that many out because Collector's Edition, people use it as a collection, typically. They buy the box, they keep the box, and then sometimes they open the box, pull out the cards, and play with them. Sometimes they pull out the power and then dump the cards. If there's not that much on the market, they won't be there. But it doesn't really drive up a price point when nobody really wants the card in the first place. They want it because of the artwork, sure. They like the way it looks. But when you can get a Beta Bolt, a heavy played Beta Bolt, or you can play with a revised bolt or an unlimited bolt, is a collector's edition one that you're going to go out there and say, hey, you know what? I need to get a set of those. And specifically look out there for a set of CE. Now, Edwin looked out for a set for CE, but that was because he has a speculation. That speculation, in my opinion, is wrong. Each card is an individual card of a collector's set. So if you break up the set, there's still going to be a few on the market.
Well, notice I couldn't find a set.
A huge demand.
I actually had to buy from 4 different people.
You had to buy from 4 different people because it's in a singleton set. There's only one. None of them are common. They're all rare as far as that goes, right? The only reason it's not spiking in price is because nobody wants it. It's $50 for the card just because you want to see the artwork. That's what it is. If you're buying it to play the game, you can just buy it for a revised Lightning Bolt.
So, people, you were saying that, like, why would anybody want the collector's edition? Because they could buy unlimited, they could buy revised, they have all these other options. They want the collector's edition for the exact same reason that a beta island might go for $50. How many islands have been printed? There's been tons of islands
printed. There have been tons, but actually every deck that's solid blue, how many islands do you need?
That's solid blue?
That's
24?
Blue. A mono blue deck, how many islands do you need?
If it's unpowered, like maybe 24, somewhere around there.
There you go. So how many islands? You need a play set of 24 bare minimum.
Well, but there's been a lot more islands because like every starter pack you buy is going to have islands. Not everyone's going to have a bolt. Almost every booster pack's going to have an island in it. Not everyone has a bolt. There's way more islands than there is bolts.
You only need 4 bolts. I'm just saying, you only need 4 bolts and you need 24 islands.
So people love Alpha. They love Beta. And Collector's Edition was made from the exact same plates as Alpha and Beta. And they look beautiful and people absolutely love them.
Unless you turn them over.
So, like, yeah, but then mine are inside sleeves. That's what people do when they play them. You don't play them like unsleeved crazy nut. So, anyways, another thing that's a big point about it is, like, people sometimes forget that a Collector's Edition Lightning Bolt is actually just as rare as a Collector's Edition Black Lotus. Because since they were sold in a set that has one of every card in it, there are no more Collector's Edition Black Lotuses than there were actual Lightning Bolts. Like, it's the same ratio between them. Now, the print runs on those are really interesting also. There's only... But remember,
what's that? Remember that if you have the Collector's Edition, it was sold as a collector's set.
Right.
Right? That's why people don't go out there and say, hey, let me go buy a play set of this particular card.
But I think people are. Like, if you actually look at old school tournaments, like you look at the online ones, you will see people playing with play sets of Collector's Edition Lightning Bolts. There's definitely people that do that.
I'm sure they will, because it's, you get to see the artwork, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you establish. But you're saying that everybody's going to go out and just demand it, and the price is going to go sky through the roof. And it's not going to do that.
No, it's not everybody. Because, like, and that's the point that I was, like, talking about is there's not enough for everybody. Because there was only 4,000 sets of International Collector's Edition printed. There was 9,000 sets of Collector's Edition that were printed. Which means there's only ever been printed about 13,000 Collector's Edition sets that were, like, ever made, like, ever.
Exactly. And they were sold as a set. I understand why a set of Collector's Edition in a box that's sealed, or even just a set, can go for 20 grand. But buying a random lightning bolt, you're going to have a pain in the butt trying to put a set together buying individual cards.
Well, but people have already put them together. There's already play sets that are already assembled. But like if you look at like others
sets, you're going to get all of them.
If you look at other cards in Collector's Edition, you can find them much more readily. If you try to find lightning bolts, you can't. And like you can actually verify this also if you go to like a price guide that shows all the cards in Collector's Edition and you list them from highest to lowest. You will notice that a Collector's Edition Lightning Bolt actually is well above many other cards that are considered staples. Let me blow your mind for a second. A Collector's Edition Lightning Bolt sells for higher price than Balance. It sells for higher price than Regrowth. It sells for higher price, or maybe at least about the same price as Counterspell, which is an uncommon. It's surprisingly like high on its actual price. It's way above the other cards that are like your typical commons, right? Because Lightning Bolt is extremely heavily played and people want them in play sets. So you actually see exactly what I'm talking about is already reflected in the prices of it. And I'm saying that I think it's even going to go higher because Collector's Edition has been getting sold out. We've been making videos about people buying Collector's Edition like Power 9 and Dual Lands and stuff like that.
Which totally makes sense.
Yeah, which totally makes sense. But I think people have not yet started moving into like the lower price Collector's Edition cards. Like Balance, for instance. Balance in Collector's Edition should not be $30 or $20. It should be much more, honestly.
Well, no, I agree to that one. But it should be always more than Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, it's literally not. Lightning Bolt actually costs more than Balance in Collector's Edition, which is insane.
At that. So I think someone is trying to do a reserve Lightning Bolt buyout, Mr. Edwin.
I'm buying 4.
I know, you bought all 4.
All 4. Yeah, there is already not many left. And maybe when people see this video, those others are going to disappear really quick too.
Because of this video. It's all your fault. And
well,
it to Edwin and say, man.
Dude, there's literally like maybe 15 on the market in the USA like right now that I saw. So if the result of this video is 15 lightning bolts get sold, I'm not going to carry a lot of guilt. But I'm telling you guys, they are almost sold out, and they are going to go up in price. And I'm going to play my play set. What's that?
Which would you rather play with? CE or Beta?
Well, if I own Beta, of course Beta. But I don't own any Beta bolts or Alpha bolts.
Yeah.
So I will happily play with my Collector's Edition. In fact, I will play with my Collector's Edition before my foreign black border ones. I will play with them before my Unlimited, before my Revised. I will cherish those Collector's Edition bolts.
Okay, so back in the day when you played Collector's Edition.
Nobody did that.
Exactly.
But today is different. Today is a whole different beast. Because now you've got the old school format, and you've got all these crazy nostalgic old men like us running around buying these old cards. Yeah. And people need their lightning bolts. In fact, I already have lightning bolts, but I want more because like I put them in several decks. I'm tired of moving lightning bolts between different decks.
I think I only have one Collector's Edition card currently. I should go out and buy them all.
You should. wait just a tiny bit more though. Let me buy a couple more and then go buy them all. And I can't wait to use it with this too. My Beta fork that I got from you.
Yeah, that's true. But that's a Beta fork. That's a real fork.
Yeah, this is a real Beta fork. It's funny. I've got a Beta fork, but I don't have Beta lightning bolts. And you know why? Because the Beta lightning bolts were crazy expensive.
They are crazy expensive, but you can get some HP.
So when I looked up prices, in case anyone's curious, if you got like a really beat set of Beta lightning bolts, you're going to be looking like $350, $400, something like that. I mean beat up. If you get them in like near mint for Beta lightning bolts, you're talking like $900 to $1,000, something like that.
Yeah, but what if you're going to get near mint? You should grade them and sell them.
Yeah, if they're like mint, yeah, probably. Now the bolts that I bought are Collector's Edition. They're mint, and I got them for like almost $50 a piece at the time this video is made. But we'll see in like 2 months if that's still $50.
Well, okay. I tell you what do you think the price point will be in 2 months?
$100.
Okay. See,
maybe even within a few weeks.
Yeah, by making this video, it's going to spike like crazy.
Well, like I said, there's like 15. Like, that's it. That are out on the open market. And the people that already own them are not going to be like, oh, I better run out there and sell my bolts, because they're using them to play old school.
Well, not necessarily. Some people are like me and say, hey, I have Revised.
Well, I don't want you Revised. If you have Collector's Edition, I will buy them right now. Sell me your Collector's Edition lightning bolts.
I only have Spell Blast. But I think that was given to me.
That's awesome.
No, it was given to me. I remember now.
Okay, so I want to hear what you guys out there think. What side do you guys land on this Collector's Edition?
This video, people will go out and buy them, and it'll change to $80, guaranteed.
Okay, well then I think that means I'd be right.
No. You said 100. It's got to be at least 101.
I said 100 within 2 months. That is my best guess. Come on, if I hit $99, I'm pretty much there. But anyways, like I'm not speculating on them. The ones that I'm buying are not for sale. I'm going to buy them and play with them.
There's a price, Edwin. You know that.
Oh no, they're not going to be for sale.
For you $100,000, you'll dump that on me like hot sand.
Well, okay, then you're crazy. Okay, fine. I would sell my bolts to you for $100,000, and then I would go buy like another couple sets of Beta.
Point right.
What?
That proves my point right there.
Well, but that's just crazy. Like nobody's gonna offer that. So
you never know. Someday
here's $1 billion kajillion for your Beta bolts. Oh, okay, fine.
I didn't say what kind of dollars I give you. Maybe it's a bunch of sand dollars.
Well, then I'm not gonna do it. So anyways, yes, I want to know how you guys feel on this topic. I want to see which side you guys land on. Do you
want to play with CE? Does it remind you of playing back in the day?
Well, it reminds me of the way I wish I could have played.
Do you like corners?
Yeah, you can't tell when they're in the sleeves.
Yeah, take them out of the sleeves.
Yeah, well, nobody does that.
Why not?
Because it bends your corners, and then you see that they're CE.
Also, they get damaged. They get dinged.
It's actually not too bad inside of Dragon Shields. The corners end up going
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah. They'll be just fine in Dragon Shield.
So anyways, that's the topic. I want to see what you guys think about it. And yeah, leave some comments below. I want to go check them out.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.